Historically, in my Angular applications, I've tried to maintain a very clean separation of concerns between the view model and the template rendering. But sometimes there are interactions that don't necessarily map easily to a view model. So for example, if I have a form here with a name and an email, and what I want to do is after the form submission, I want to refocus the input. So for example, if I put in a name, and then I put in an email, and now when I hit enter, I process the form, and you can see that focus has been passed back to the name input. So for example, if I do another one, again, the form is cleared and focus is re-put to the name. Now, there are hoops that you can jump through to make this more of a declarative workflow, or to create an interaction that doesn't necessarily tightly couple the form component here to the DOM access. But in my experience, jumping to those hoops is a dogmatic effort that tends to lead to code that's a lot harder to understand and maintain. So I've sort of reached a point where I just want to embrace tighter coupling in my DOM access at the pleasure of increased readability and ease of maintenance. So to see how I would do this, it's quite simple. Here's my template. You can see I have my form, and I'm simply calling this process form on submission. And inside my component here, in the process form method, I would do, of course, form validation. I update my local view model, I reset my form, and then at the very end here, I'm calling this method focus name input. Focus name input just turns around and grabs the element reference, which we injected through dependency injection, uses the browser's native query selector method to locate the name input, and then I'm calling focus on it. So at this point, I've very tightly coupled this component to the browser's DOM, and in particular the browser platform, which means that if I ever wanted to call this method in, say, some sort of server-side rendering, which wouldn't necessarily make sense because it's about an interaction, or maybe inside some sort of web worker, I would have to refactor this code. But the chance that I'll ever do either of those things in this particular component is almost nil. So I don't see a point at jumping through hoops to remove this coupling when this coupling serves to create easier to understand and easier to maintain code. And that's just where I'm at sort of in my journey of web application development with Angular. Of course, I do advocate for a clean separation of concerns wherever and whenever it makes sense, but I don't want it to become a Pyrrhic victory where the benefit of decoupling is done at the too great cost of maintenance and understandability.